here with three-time Pac-12 Coach of the Year and three times conference winner Jamie Clark. Jamie, how does it feel to be back on home soil?
No, it's brilliant. Even a rainy day for me, but no, it couldn't be better. Coming to these soccer culture, you just come to these places and you realize it's thriving.
You start your tour of Scotland this afternoon with games against Ayr United and First Point. What can you expect from these games today?
Oh, I mean, you're playing championship level team, so we will be stretched and pulled in this first game for sure, and it will show us, really what we're all about. And then the second game will be fun because you're playing against First Point, who's a bunch of boys who want to come over and play in the U.S. So, two great games to begin with.
You head north next with games against Premier League opposition in Aberdeen and Dundee United. How big of a challenge is that going to be for your squad, given the schedule as well?
It's a busy schedule. These guys want to play games, and it was a fantastic schedule that got set up for us. So we're appreciative and we're going to make the most of it. Obviously, when you play against Premier League quality, it's going to be, they're going to make you play well, and we're going to get pushed and we're going to find out how good we really are. But hopefully we turn a few heads along the way.
here with Kalani Costa Rienzi after a 1-1 draw with Ayr United. A brilliant performance from you guys. What was your thoughts on the game?
I mean, first of all, we came in off a long flight, so getting up was a little bit tough, but I mean, we felt good. We were ready to play. We thought that in the first half, it took us a second to really get going, but once we did, we could find our wingers, get in behind a little bit, and kind of put them under pressure. I mean, we don't really know what we were expecting, so we came out here just to see what was up. We did a good job off that, got a couple chances, and once we got that down, we could keep that momentum, keep it rolling, and then find our sixes, get in a little bit of 1-2s, and get forward like that.
You definitely didn't disappoint, creating loads of chances, arguably the bulk of the chances as well. So how do you feel, given the 1-1 result? Do you feel that you could have gone on and won the game?
I mean, I definitely think we do. Credit to the goalie. He had a couple big saves, especially at the end there. I think for us, we know that you're not going to score without shooting, so we got to just keep going. When things don't go your way, you got to just keep going. Credit to our forwards and our attacking midfielders. You're really making it hard on them to block us, so I think that's something we really try to do, and we did a good job here, and it showed in the second half.
A really solid performance all around. It's going to be a long road trip for you over these next 8 days, 6 games in that time period, obviously coming up against Premier League opposition as well. How big of a challenge is that going to be for you and the squad?
I think it's a great opportunity. I mean, we came here to play, like I said, so that's what we're going to go out and do. We're taking all this in still. It's a new experience for all of us. We love doing this, and we're just grateful we get to come out here and come to a different country and play against these new teams. So we're really excited to get out there. I think win or lose, we're going to come out happy because we know we'll put in our best and 100%. But it would be really great to get some wins and keep this energy going. I know we didn't totally get the performance we wanted today, but it worked, and we aren't complaining. So we're going to move on and keep going.
So the trip in Scotland starts off with a bang. Eric, a 1-1 draw with Ayr United. Must be good to see that.
It was, as you well know, Lee. It was a top quality game. University of Washington just flew from the west coast of the US, arrived yesterday. Long journey. Some missing bags, etc. But that was a phenomenal first game for them. Playing against Ayr United, game one was just great little competition, very evenly matched game. They saw all sorts of weather, so I think it was a great day one for everybody.
So what about Scotland stuck out to you? Obviously we're both Scottish, but what stuck out to you with the dates on this tour? What teams was it were interested in? Did that impact where you went for the tour?
Yeah, I think number one, you look at the whole big package. The romance of Scotland, the cultural piece, the life skill piece, bringing the kids to experience a culture that's so different from what they've grown up in, what they're used to. But the second piece, very closely to that, is the football culture here. As you well know, Lee, it's a country with 5.5 million people, with 44 professional clubs. And today I think was an eye opener for both sides. For Ayr United, the quality of Washington, but also at Washington, the quality of Ayr United. So I think it was just a great quality competition for both teams. And I think, to answer your question, that's why they're here. That's why they're here. Different style of football, opens their eyes a little bit, really broadens their mind to what the global game is all about.
They'll be coming up against a variety of opposition. Obviously, looking at Ayr United, they have got Forfar, Nairn County, but they'll also be up against some Premier League opposition in Aberdeen and Dundee United. How do you see the team faring in those games? And obviously, it'll be a bit of a sentimental one for the manager as well, obviously, with his father being a legend at Aberdeen.
Yes, I think there's 6 games. It's a very kind of eclectic mix and diverse mix of teams. You'll find it today. Ayr United started their full first team. Very strong, a lot of experienced pros. A real strong and robust team. They'll go up to Aberdeen up north this weekend, and they're going to play Nairn County, which will be a very different game. Beautiful part of the world, real eye opener for them. Nairn County are, really excited about the match, and I think each game will have it'll be different. Aberdeen, I think, and Dundee United will, have a lot of young, dynamic, technical, gifted players. And I think, Forfar, he might be a little more seasoned, a little more experienced. But again, will be a different test for them, but certainly a great match.
So the second game of this afternoon, going to be coming up against First Point USA. How big of an opportunity is that for some of these young players looking to play against high-level opposition in the US?
Yeah, I think this afternoon's game will be it'll be a great and a different type of game. You find a lot of these young kids from First Point, a lot of them have been with professional clubs, maybe not quite made it there, and they're looking at, you know, the next step of their career, moving to North America and pursuing NCAA opportunities. For example, one kid that I just spoke to a short time ago, he's just left Glasgow Rangers and he's just committed this morning to go play at Penn State. You know, so that's a massive life change for him, massive, you know, life opportunity. Even speaking to him there, I think he's still a little kind of starry-eyed of what Penn State is and what that represents. I think it's a massive opportunity for the kids. So using that as an example, I think this afternoon's game will be a great quality game, but a different, you know, a different proposition from what this morning was.
With Richie Eamon after a brilliant 5-3 victory over First Point USA. Richie, what are your thoughts on that performance?
I thought it was a really good performance. First half, game was really open, and second half was a little bit more closed. A few less opportunities, still a lot of chances, and I thought we were brilliant finishing. And so it's a good victory to come away with.
Yeah. As far as games go, you're not going to get many more games with as many quality goals as that. 5-3, and there's so many great goals. You can just speak on that, those goals.
There's some ridiculous goals. There's a chip on us, and then we had one where Ema beat like 4 or 5 guys and then put it top corner. I don't think many games will have that many quality of goals.
Looking forward now, you're going to go on for the rest of your road trip. What highlights are you looking forward to?
I think just experiencing the culture, obviously very different than the US, and getting to experience a whole brand new culture and exploring what Scotland has to offer. So I'm really excited.
Cheers, Richie.
Thank you so much.
Those on 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.